Let's flog fruit.
Center for perfume on Saturnalia. Lady Babylon will never fail ya. They do the makeup, ketchup on bacon, making a fool for the duels. Sympathy for the devil, on the level. If you're coming through, bring the big bag of dope. Cult of the crow, super rhymes, they float. The truth vibrates at a specific frequency. Like a witch I fly, you can see me drifting. Puffin' purple law in the cutty. Cool and easy, napalm in the morning. Fresh rhymes all the time, the Sheik of Babylon. Horse riding, the swordsman.
Welcome back to Lady Babylon. Oh, God. I have brought you the Christing tonight. Now, listen, I just want to say this right off the bat. Right off the bat, as people are coming in, getting ready, sitting down, right on that throne, looking into the cosmos. I just want you to know I brought you the goods tonight. And I know this is why you come, Satanic Congregation. You come here tonight because you want the goods. You want the best of the best, and I am about to reveal to you the deepest, darkest, the most secretive. People, this is going to be sensitive material. I expect all of you to sit there like good, upstanding citizens of the Deem. Do you understand? Oh, God. Here we go, people. We're going to have to go in there. But before we do, and that's going to be our main mission tonight, what did he mean? Oh, God. Martha's already on it. You know what I mean? Before we go into the main mission, which will bring to you purple Aphrodite. Before we do that, I want you to have some little appetizers, a few souls to suck at your leisure. Okay, so sit back, people. Sit back and enjoy the lighthearted nature of the dozen strong appetizer fest. Now you can suck all the soul you want tonight, people. Right? They can, can't they, Chewy? Please help us to interact so that we see their comments. Important. People, you should be a part of this spectacle. Please, tonight, join us, Satanic Congregation, join us. Shall we take a nibble? How about bring up the first appetizer, people. Bring it up. Okay, people, these are all shorts, so I'm just going to play them, and then I'm going to comment. So go ahead, Julie.
You got it.
Historically speaking, I understand that the word ecclesia, that's translated church in the New Testament, is actually used of Jews as well. So it's interchangeable. Ecclesia is a combination word from two words, ek and kaleo. Ek means out and kaleo means call. It's similar to the English word call. The ecclesia, almost all the time it's translated as church in the New Testament. It simply means those who are called out. You're called out from the world, so to speak. Not physically, but spiritually, mentally, and by your lifestyle too. You don't think like the world. You don't talk like the world. You don't live like the world. God calls you to be separate and to set apart.
Fantastic, people. What a load of hoo-ha. Right? That was steaming hoo-ha. Oh, God. People, an ecclesia is just... It's where you're summoned to as a body of people. You're going to go to the Congress. Do you understand me? That's all. It's been that way for centuries. It's that way now, AKA at the time of Jesus. And it will be that way in the future, all through the language. There is no mysticism. This is not a group of people who are the called. Sanhedrin people. Do you know what the what the root of Sanhedrin is? Do you know what it is? It's your butt. Sanhedrin. It's your seat. It's a Greek word. Okay, I didn't mean to throw that in there, but ecclesia. So what do we rate them, people? Remember, why do we do this? Suck his soul, people. Finish him up. He's gone, almost gone. Why do we do this? Because they do it, right? They set themselves out there for us to suck their soul. It's yummy. Give me the next guy. Come on.
Word in Greek, which is the language of the New Testament, is logos. And the idea of logos was actually a very, very popular topic of philosophical discussion in the first century, actually even before that. Because for the ancient Greeks, logos was the word they used to describe the principle of ultimate reality. Like if you're a Star Wars fan, it's the Force. It's the thing that makes sense of everything else. It's the power of reality that you want to tap into. And so whether it was Aristotle or Plato or later Philo, they all had their theories and their summaries of what was the logos, the divine principle, the rationale that made sense of everything else. And they would debate and they would discuss, but nobody was as shocking or as startling as the Apostle John. Because look what happens in verse 2, right? In verse 1, the Word was there at the beginning, with God, the Word was God. Most ancients would have said yes to that. But when you get to verse 2, what do you see? He was with God in the beginning. That little word he challenged and ultimately changed history. Because in that word he, what John was saying is logos, ultimate reality, the principle underneath everything, the thing that holds creation together. It's not an idea, it's not a force, it's not an energy, it's a person. And that person is called Jesus Christ.
Oh, doesn't that make you excited? It was luminescently musicalicious. Oh, and totally wrong. Based on the text itself, people, the dude hasn't read it. It doesn't say he there. It uses a demonstrative pronoun, hutos, and the reason it's masculine is because it is referring back to hologos, which is masculine, you dope. There's no he there. If he did that in my class, my first semester Greek class, you know what I would do? I would rub his face in it in front of the whole group. And I would say, you want to be humiliated like this guy? Mm-hmm. Right? Oh, God. Seriously? You mean everything that he just said, because everything he said is predicated upon his translation being correct, and it's not. It doesn't say he. It's referring back to the logos, you bonehead, which if you had actually read Plato and Aristotle, you would know. Give me one more, quickly.
It's very.
You need to hear about the Greek word kletos. If you struggle with trusting your relationship, your status before the Lord, you see, the word study Wednesday for today, the Greek word that I want us to study is kletos. This Greek word means called, invited, appointed. This word is what Romans starts off, like Paul starts off describing himself as the called. And then Jude, also in chapter 1, verse 1, he starts off calling us God's called. You see, these really theologically deep books, they're going to unpack a lot. But they start off with the fact that we are God's called. We are his invited children. We are his appointed children. And I think it's really easy in today's world to just get sucked up into all these lies, but trust that you have been called, invited, appointed. All of those things don't depend on what you've done, but what somebody else has done. Somebody else has called you, invited you, appointed you. And that, my friends, is what's true of you.
Look at the interest in the root of kaleo, right? Oh my God, it's the same as the ecclesia, right? What do we, people, remember? Did you hear her say theology? Okay. You are mixing bullshit with science. The linguistics, the philology is science. As soon as you open up with theology, you have now drifted from the text. Is that in the text? Absolutely not. Is she reading everything into the text? Absolutely. This is what monists do. It's like a brain trap. Do you understand? Some people are susceptible to it. Give me the next one. Let's have a note. People enjoying? Are you getting comments? Are people enjoying? Fantastic. Let's see where the rubber meets the road, people.
When he was here in the flesh, he said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth. Thou hast hid these things from the wise and from the prudent, but hast revealed it unto babes, and so it seemed good in thine sight. So the natural man is scratch his head and resort to theology and philosophy and books outside of Scripture, trying to understand the infallible, perfect wisdom of God. And that's why most men make a mess. I have so many men telling me, well, Pastor Jennings, you need to understand Greek and Hebrew and all of that stuff if you want to understand the Bible. No, I need the Spirit of God. That's right. You have all the Greek and Hebrew and Latin you want. You take the Spirit of God to understand the things of God. And many years ago, the Spirit of God have made me to associate myself with the things of God. You see, I want the Spirit. You can have Greek and Hebrew and all of that. I believe Brother Paul was a Hebrew. And but he had no idea who was stopping him. Right. That's true. Yeah, that old Hebrew said, well, who art thou, Lord? His Hebrew didn't help him. His Hebrew language didn't help him. And he came from the first tribe that ever gave Israel a king, tribe of Benjamin.
All right. Where do you start? This gentleman is puffed up, right? He's puffed up with his own internal religious flatus. Oh, and it's blocking up the vessels to his brain. He's losing logic and reason. Does it matter if these things are written in an ancient language that you don't read anymore, that you can't read? Does that matter? Not to him, it doesn't. Why? Because King James came along. Thou hast seen in thy own speech. 'Twas thine, not for us thou hast suffered. Oh. Seriously? Seriously. Do you hear the rejection? That's all the monism needs. It needs a creed to run its engine. That's it. Oh, God. Give me the next one, Chewy.
Telo. The meaning of telo is to desire or to want what is best. Why? Because someone is ready and willing to act. So basically, when the leper came to Jesus, he was saying, hey, Jesus, if you are willing, if this is your best, I want what's best for me because I know you're ready to act. I know you're willing. You can do it and you want to do it. On that basis, I want the best. But you know what? Here's another meaning of the word telo. The other meaning is that it refers to God's best offer. Telo is that. Telo is referring to God's best offer. But not just that. That also empowers and manifests His presence.
Make me big. People, first of all, this word was misspelled. And second of all, this total flatus. It's people, seriously, it's just the word for wanting. That's all, I promise. I promise, right? All of that theology that you felt, that flatus blowing in your face, right? Now, you can sense it. You can smell that theology. But when you're getting in the ring, and by the way, everybody who's studying Greek, you better be working through those exercises, memorizing that vocabulary. You've got a test coming up. People, you can see if you actually do the skill, you can see when people are just making it up. That's why I call them frauds. Pastors, Bible teachers, preachers, they are in essence frauds. They're frauds. If I am a black belt in karate, I can watch somebody working out and tell you, right? Is that person, right? You know the skill. Do you understand? It's a demonstration, people. It's science. Oh, God. Love it. Love it. And they don't. And that's what I'm loving. And you people know it. You people know it, right? We're pushing them back. None of them. One of the gentlemen that's in today's shorts, Danny asked him and his son to come on the show to do Greek. No, absolutely not. Actually, he just asked him to come and debate or talk. Debate, right? People run. Give me the next one. We're almost done with the appetizers. People enjoy these. They're delicious, right? Fantastic.
Worship. Let's expand it out. We have three words for worship in the original Greek in our New Testaments. The first one is proskuneo. It's got a couple different meanings. One of the meanings is to bow down to someone, to bow down, to recognize someone as greater than yourself. The second word in the New Testament is sebomai. And this word implies sort of a being in the presence of something so beautiful that it makes you sort of shrink back. The third word for worship in the New Testament is latreo, and it carries the sense of rendering a service to one who is greater than you. It's servant oriented. And the English word worship comes from the Old English word. I think this is interesting.
Okay, that's totally relevant where the English word comes from. Right? Sebomai. It has this what connotation? Now, people, listen. This is theology. This is not philology. Do you understand? The lexicon that was put together by those crazy Brits, crazy good Brits in the 1850s, those people defined words based upon their appearances in texts. Do you understand me? That's classical philology. Him saying this word has this connotation, seriously, just like thello, it means to want, man. That's it. Right? Why? How do I know that? Because I've seen it hundreds of thousands of times in context, reading it. Do you understand? That's classical philology. Oh, God. Give me the next one. I'm going to love this.
Another reason why we should seek to study the languages is because out of all the people groups, out of all the languages in world history, God has chosen not to reveal his divine revelation in English. He did not choose to reveal it in the French language or in the German language. He chose to reveal it, at least the New Testament, in the common Greek of the Greco-Roman world in the first century. And so why did God do this? I think it was for a purpose. At the very least, what we see is that God's revelation is communicated to us in the thought forms and the language of these people and how they thought about the world. And so for us to not implement.
Okay, so far so good, right, people? So far so good. Sounds like he's interested in studying the text, in the language that it was in. Sounds good. Keep going, Jude.
Implement or place our own American 21st century Western thoughts into the biblical divine revelation, but instead to allow God's word to speak on its own terms. This is something that you definitely have to get into the original languages to see that in all of it.
Okay. To study it, to study Homer's word, right? We do the same thing. We're studying the language, right? If we're good, we'll be able to translate well. Do you understand? So far, so good. We're almost there. He's almost at the finish line. Go.
It's depth. But there's just a certain beauty and glory and complexity that goes into understanding the divine revelation in the languages that it was revealed to us in.
Okay, people, do you see? Did you hear what the purpose was in the end? Right? The purpose for the classicist is translation. That's all. That's all. I am a bridge, and I am bringing you that source. That's it. God's word as revelation is not science. It is not science. Faith is not science. And I know all of you smarties at Satanic Congregation, you're sitting there, oh, did you finally figure that out, Almond? Right? Okay, fine. Give me the next one.
Of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Those were the mighty men who were of old, men of renown. Now, my question is, could this and I'd like to direct this towards David Guzik, because he writes commentaries on everything.
No, it's because Joey was a good old friend of mine. So go ahead, Joey.
So my question is this possibly the same information that Greek mythology is based upon?
It's a reasonable supposition that...
Okay, wait a minute. It's a reasonable supposition that this is based on Greek mythology. The guy has in his lap a book. What is that book? It is a book that he's never actually read. They are talking about the giants again, people. Do you wonder why the cultists get so weird about the giants? It's because they don't have the text. They're not actually reading it. Giant is a Greek word. The text itself tells you who they are. They're people who have reputation for being way advanced in specific areas. All the tech that's driving our shitty Bronze Age societies. Giants. And here they are again, because he's sitting there with the book and he doesn't actually, he doesn't actually read that book. They are making movies right now. Giants. Why? Do you understand? The flatus is in the air, and you can't, no matter what, you can't get rid of the flatus. Oh. Oh, yes, tonight we have pears. Does anybody want to flog a pear? We had good, I don't think the flogging of the potatoes really did anything, to be quite honest, but it was a valiant effort. People, give me the next one, Chewy. Or continue that one.
Mythological themes came from an incident like this. And as to what exactly was going on there in Genesis 6, it's a matter of some very strong biblical debate. I feel pretty confident for a lot of reasons, especially coming from the book of Jude, that this was actually some kind, I don't propose to fully understand it, it's some kind of mixing of the angelic and the human.
People, the mixing of the angelic and the human. You would only get there if you did not have the original. And you don't, because you don't actually read these things, people. You don't. People, do you see why this is so important right now? These are the people who are leading everybody else. I hate to inform you, but these are your fucking government. By and for these people. Do you understand? Oh, God. If you don't, it's because you didn't listen to Julian, right? The apostate. Oh, God. Give me the next one. Let's chew up one. We have a couple more. No, let's just go to the next one. That guy's boring. Give me the next. Good.
To see the brilliance of God in selecting the Greek language. This is John 1:1, a verse that Jehovah's Witnesses like to use to prove that Jesus isn't God. John 1:1. You're going to recognize some of this. Don't worry. You're going to learn the letters in our next lesson. N in archaic. In the beginning was this is a definite article, the Word.
Okay. Okay. Now, you can understand, to my students who have been through the intensive course, can you feel now this gentleman's level of expertise? Right? You can feel it as he works through the sentence. You can feel it. Okay? It's pretty low, people. Long and short, it's really low. Give it to me.
Gus, you recognize that. That's Jesus. In the beginning was the word conjunctive, junctive. What's your function? I guess it's conjunction, junction. I should have watched more PBS. Kai and the Word with the God. This is the contested part. And God was the Word. Normally, you would read that and you go, wait a second, and the Word was God. But in the Greek, it's and God was the Word. And definite articles makes all the difference in the world between Orthodox theology and heresy. And God, this is our past tense, was the Word. In Greek, if you put a definite article in front of a noun and any nouns before it don't have a definite article, it's screaming, this is the attention of this. This is it. This is the subject. Pay attention.
No, actually, it's not. Everything he just said was wrong. Do you understand me? That's not how definite articles work at all. And all of you who've been through the intensive course, right? Do you see? Do you see what the pastors, priests, and rabbis do? Oh, God. It's disgusting. And listen how confident he is in his voice. Listen how confident. Go ahead, Chewy. I want to make sure we get all of that, though.
So the author, John, wanted you to know this is about Jesus. This is about the Word. So it's the subject of the sentence.
No. The fact that the definite article is there has nothing to do with the fact that it is the subject. Here, it's the subject of the sentence, right? He doesn't even understand basic declension. Do you know why these people will never come and sit with me? Do you understand? Because we'll just start, Paul, all you got to do is say, pull on some text and go. Right? That's all you got to do, people. And I do that for you every night. Every night. Do you see their plastic condom that they've all got on? They still have to run, but they've got shielding. If they can just keep themselves away from the attention, from the spotlight, and all their people are saying, Wes, 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 go, defeat the giant. Well, in this case, David doesn't grab his stones. No, he runs, and Goliath takes poop on his family. And by that, I mean his religious family, like Uncle, who do we meet? Uncle King of Ogres? What was that? Goblin King, right? That's the family I'm talking about. For goodness sakes, people, I'm getting practicing. You know exactly what I mean, right? This is the thing, right? Don't go out there and say, oh, I sight read Greek, which he did. He said that on Joe Rogan. I sight read Greek. Really? That's all I want to do is sight read Greek. But you don't actually do that. I know you don't. You know you don't, Wes. People, it's a puff of air. The monists and their governance, their theocracy, it's a puff of air. Give me the next. Oh, the guy wasn't done. Give Colonel Blowhard another run. Yeah.
God was the Word. Really, slam dunk, case over for the Jehovah's Witnesses, but it's even more detailed than that. There's a heresy called Sabellianism. It was defeated 17 centuries ago that teaches.
Okay, we don't give a shit. Give it to me. Give me the next one. Right? Do you see what he did? As soon as he diverted from the text, people, he's taking you out back. As soon as he diverted from the text, you were just showing me a text. And you were improperly teaching people. You were teaching people a falsehood about how to use a definite article. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is that rudimentarily bad. Give me another one. Can we eat a couple more of these people? I'm hungry tonight. Satanic congregations comments. Go for it.
Need to know Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. I think they definitely do. And in fact, I would also add more. Certainly Aramaic, which makes up part of the Bible that they're
No, it doesn't.
teaching and preaching from. If pastors are not the experts on the Bible in their own communities, then who's going to be?
Exactly. And the answer is us. Us, people, us. Who can command these texts? We can. Do you understand? Do you want to beat the virus? The monist virus is beaten with Mother Greek. Right? What do you think the devil made me sign all that paperwork for? Do you understand? It's the way. It's the way there. People, we love it. Let him go again. A little more. Speak to me.
If people are going to wander off the street who know more than the pastor does about the Bible, where is the expertise? Where is
Yes. Where is your expertise? Where is it? Look, your people are asking. Wes, where is it?
the authority? If someone said to me that they were going to teach Spanish literature, but they don't speak Spanish, we would all sort of chuckle at that. Because
Okay, people, this is lovely. I'm interrupting like a fool, but listen, take him down, put me up, man. Did you just hear that? This gentleman is using reason in his noggin, right? He loves it. Oh, he loves it, right? Oh, that logos. He wants to smear it all over himself. We're going to do that in just a minute. Here we go. Sure. Bring him up. Okay. The donkey just blew me off my course. Bring him up. Bring him up. People, welcome. Yes, right. Now, what is going on, Chewy, here? What is going on? Look at the ass. Look at the ass. The ass God and his monist followers. People, do you know where this comes from? Oh God. Okay, Chewy, give me back the hors d'oeuvre. I want to. Yeah, bring him back. He was yummy. Keep going.
because that person wouldn't know the culture or the context or the text itself well enough to bring that across to someone else.
You see, people, it's just reasonable. If you don't actually read Spanish, how the hell are you a Spanish lit professor? When you stand up in front of people and suddenly say, oh, well, I sight translate Greek, and then you tell them about Greek and you say things like there were no hospitals, you mislead, you obfuscate, you destroy. This is classical civilization driven by Mother Greek herself. And this gentleman recognizes if you're going to take command of these texts, you got to know this language. And let me tell you something. You're only going to get to know this language when you have taken your vessel through an ocean of Mother Greek. Oh, God. And it's out there, people. I was reading a whole new text today on the Theriac, people. I was reading a whole new text. Can you believe that? Who? Bad omen, right? So I should spank myself. Does anybody want me to spank myself? I will use this fruit shall contain my crime. Take it all. Oh, take it all to hell with you. Oh, ripen. It's gorgeous, my beloved. Right. You ooze the juice of ripeness. Stop with. Did you people go to the speaker? We've got to finish our hors d'oeuvres. People, look, I brought you a lot.
The same way we're dealing with the text in the Bible that is written in Hebrew and Greek, and that needs to be interpreted in the light of the knowledge of those languages. I'm Chris Hayes, and I teach Old Testament and Ancient Near Eastern Studies at Fuller Seminary.
Okay. Ancient and Near Eastern Studies at Fuller Seminary. I hope that you got Norman Yaffe to teach you cuneiform so that you can go through all of those different languages, because you just recognize it. You really have to know that material. I tell you what, let's just go to the one big language that took all those other stupid languages and got rid of them. Let's go to that one, shall we? Because you're going to learn a lot fucking more than you will from the chicken scratch. Trust me, I've been to the ancient Near East. I got a lot of respect for those people, those scholars. Good job. Norman Yaffe. You, sir, real scholar. Let's hit me with the next. I think it's the last one, right? We got one? Two more people. Now, if you haven't eaten Suck Soul yet, please. This one is a triple play, okay? And I want you to know the guy in the lower left-hand corner his name's Cliff K, and he was asked to come and talk about the Bible, and he refused to, right? Because I guess he goes all over the world. No, not world, the country. He goes all over the country talking to schools, talking to students, debating. He's an apologist, right? Just like Wes was before he made the video where he said, I'm not a debater, right? Oh, God. And he won't do it, right? This gentleman is scared to come and talk about the Bible. Can you believe that? What are they hiding? What are they hiding? It's not like I'm walking around with the Epstein files, right? I just have the Jesus files, right? Come on, people. Moses, get out of the fucking way. Let's bring in the Epstein files. Jesus. We got you, Jesus. Hit it. Another one.
The Greek gods did. The pagan gods played those kind of jokes, right? And so a lot of those were bred out of, for example, Zeus played that kind of joke. If you messed up, then the gods would condemn you. There was nothing in early Greek literature that showed a consistency of goodness and power matched with that goodness of the gods. It was only
there was nothing in Greek literature that, okay, just that statement alone tells you this dude doesn't even have a brown belt. Do you understand? He's got that white thing, and to be honest, he doesn't even know how to put it on properly. People, did you hear that? Anybody who would make a form a conclusion of all Greek literature, I guarantee you, this guy has never even seen 1/1000th of the Greek authors who are out there. I guarantee you, he hasn't. And yet he is making a conclusion to try to mislead you. It's this type of person that would never be able to face me. Never. Ever. They know it. And they run. The gentleman who goes around to all the universities, he's the one in the lower corner. That gentleman is afraid. You've got to ask yourself why. Why would they be afraid? Keep going.
only in the Bible that we started to see.
Okay, next. Final one, people. Suck this down. Everybody, let's get this one. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. Go.
We as Christians can defend against the argument that the Bible may have been changed over the course of history to perpetuate like an agenda by the church.
The Greek New Testament that we have today is based on over 5,800 Greek manuscripts dated from the 2nd to the 10th century AD, all agreeing to an infinitesimal degree. Are there manuscript variants? Yes, there are. but those variants are so small.
Wait a minute. Did anybody smell the variant fart? Right? Whenever you smell the variant fart, people, you know that you are in a monist cult, or at least under the influence of a monist cult. As soon as you start talking about papyri, as soon as you start talking about the variations of that app crit, you're going to know, oh shit, I hear Christian squeakery. Do you understand? These are semi-conscious farts that permeate and stain your subconscious. Do you understand? Oh, God. What is it that he's talking about? I saw Wes Huff read a text. I was going through videos for today, right? And I saw him read, oh, this is from the so-and-so papyrus here. Whoop, bring it out, manuscript. And he's acting like he's translating. I guarantee you, he doesn't do that, right? Do you understand? And he is reading it at a level where any of my students can watch him and say, oh, yeah, low. He's got like a basic third semester grasp. People, that's not how we get there. And the monists know that. And that's why they run. And they will always run. They will always run that way. Right? They got no champions. That's the problem. They've got no champions. They've got no saviors. No, it looks like this is our world. This is our world. Okay. After that goody, we're going to, and oh, see, no, it's okay. People, let's just say a goodbye to Cliff as he runs away, right? Run to a university where you can badger somebody's 19-year-old kid. Hopefully you don't stumble across any classics, people. All right, let's keep going, people. Let's keep going. I'm gonna jump us in tonight to some Christing, and people, I'm gonna hit this climax before we take our break because we're close to our break. And I want to tell you, this is some of the best textury I have ever seen. I'm going to show you something right now in 5 minutes that's going to rock your world. I'm not going to tell you about, I'm not going to tell you. What are you doing? Oh, I thought you were getting, sorry. I thought Chewy was getting rid of all my material. Chewy, don't scare me. Fantastic, people. Now, and by the way, the other thing about those shorts, they're all heavily, what's the deal with selling yourself, people? Do you understand why we don't do that? Because it cheapens your art, man. It fucking cheapens it, right? What's your brand? Fuck your brand. You think the devil gives a fuck about your brand? It's his you ought to be worried about. Fantastic. Right, people? What are we doing? We're starving. Give it to us, right? What did he say today? Let them eat steak. Let them eat steak. Fantastic, people. Somehow, did we get back to the French Revolution? We got back to the French Revolution somehow. People, Thomas Jefferson loves this place. I guarantee you his spirit is in the air now, trying to inspire people to do what's right, to stand by their oaths to the Constitution. Right? Let them eat their steak. Love it, people. Right? I'll be eating this juicy pear. Give it to me. Right? They don't understand. People, I'm going to give you climax right away. So I want you to, can I just translate this for you, people? Let me just translate for you, and you people hear it. Christ, your genitals. Give me the next one. Christ, your genitals. What else? Christ, your balanon. Christ, your balanon. What is that? That is your Acorn, AKA, which you're not going to get from just reading the Gospel of John, right? It's not really reading it either. They just imprint whatever translation they want to promote. They just imprint that. But anyway, it's really not. It's terrible education, people. Balanon, Christ your Balanon. That's your acorn. For those of you who want a technical term for this, it is your glans penis. All right. Next, I'm going to show you the passage, people, that is absolutely amazing. Are you ready? Look at the blue here. Who is the author of this, for example? One of those idiots was talking about in all of Greek literature. You think that moron has read Elias Promotus? You think he has? No, I don't think he has. I don't think he's read a first century physician. Right? I don't think he knows a first century BC physician. If I told him it's a first century BC physician, would he even know like any of them? Of course he wouldn't. Right? And yet he's going to tell you something about literature. These people are liars. Have you noticed they lie? They lie, they lie, they lie. The monists love to lie. They take the liars and they put them in positions of power. Why? Because they feast on the lies. And that is what Nemesis Division does. We bring them exactly what they deserve. We bring them justice. Don't you love it? Star Spangled. Oh, God. Okay. Give me the next, that one. People, Elias Promotus. Right? This is fantastic. Look in the blue. Look in the blue. What are we talking about, people? We're talking about a hedonikon thalmaston. This is a pleasurable miracle. Okay, this is the pleasure drug. This is for her pleasure. Look down here, just one line below. Ten gunaika ektes hetones. Who is this thing pleasuring? This thing is pleasuring the woman. Do you understand? This is a text directly telling you how to Christ. And you haven't Christed your Balanon. So you have no idea. She didn't get her medicine. People. You know, you can hypochrist those bags right off your eyes. Isn't that weird? Oh, God. They call it hypocristing, people. Hypocristing. Fantastic. Hoople underneath. Right? Love it. Love it. Give me back the text because, people, I want to translate. What does it say? Are you ready? This is that great hedonikon thalmaston. Right? What happens to those people who take it? They hulaktain. Please, tell me what the women do who take this drug. Please, give me the next. It should be the very next, right? This is what we're working with, the hedonikon thalmaston. And next one, it's the definition, the very first definition that I put on there. Nope. There we go. People, what is it? When I hulakte, what do I do? Oh, God. I bark. I bay. I howl. And it's used of dogs. It's used of dogs, people. Hounds giving tongue. Right? What are you howling for, ladies? You're hungry. And what does this turn into? It turns into some uncouthery. Do you understand what I'm getting at? Bark, ladies. Bark. Why do you want to bark? Now, to the sisters of frustration, I know that you hear my voice and that this is the one thing that escaped you. the one divine gift for which you will never receive your completion. You'll never get it. It's not there, ladies. And that's why it's frustrating. You did not receive the release. What? This is their terminology, people. Remember, I forgot to explain. I should have done that. People, sex is mostly for women. The experience is weighted toward the woman. Men have a very minor experience. How did we solve this? Well, we just, compared, right? We just compared. You can slip in to that other form and compare. Oh, God. It turns out it's for women. It turns out men are just dispensers. Isn't that funny? The woman is what matters. Wow, you say that's strange. This doctor is writing about Christing the ladies. And how are we going to Christ the women? You have a natural applicator between your legs, dummy. Mm-hmm. Is this religion or is this medicine? The answer is yes. Right. Purple Aphrodite. Go back to the text. Yeah, I want to make sure you see this, people. Yeah, that one. Beautiful job tonight so far, Chewy. That's nice. People, we got a list of drugs that we're going to do. We're going to use in this thing. And then what are we going to do? We're going to apply it. We're going to apply it to the applicators. Do you understand? There's a hypocristing involved. Right? But I want you to see where the ultimate application of the drug is. Creonten balanon. We are applying it to the glands. This is a medicine meant to achieve what? Back out, Chewy. Meant to achieve what? Oh, they're putting it with the honey there. Fantastic. Anybody for Attic honey? Love it. Look at this. Eklusin. What is all this for in the woman? It is to bring her to a place that the man cannot achieve. Ladies, don't sit there and exalt yourselves too high, but you deserve a little bit because according to this, you have something that men do not. And it is the release, the unloosening, the unbinding. Do you understand? This release is accompanied by your voice. If you have never experienced the release of your voice, something is medically wrong. You need to be Christed. There's a reason. It's the acorn. God. People, just read the text. Read the text. Do you know what we uncovered tonight? We're going to take a break and we're going to listen to some Chewy, right? Intro and exit, because I think she spends a shit ton of time. And if it were bad and it were amateur, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe there's something else that your talent is bent on. But no, she comes up with rock star stuff. So we're going to show that. But before we do, people, I just want to leave you with this thought. Realize that tonight you saw Christing for the first time. That man is going to Christ that woman. Do you want to know why they can't stand me? and they can't stand us, and why they have to say things like they're doing, because they're amateurs. We command these texts. We translate them. And Christing is a sexual practice. You cultists. Give us a break, Chewy.
Center for perfume on Saturnalia. Lady Babylon will never fail ya. They do the makeup, ketchup on bacon, making a fool for the duels. Sympathy for the devil, on the level. If you're coming through, bring the big bag of dope. Cult of the crow, super rhymes, they float. The truth vibrates at a specific frequency. Like a witch I fly, you can see me drifting. Puffin' purple law in the cutty. Cool and easy, napalm in the morning. Fresh rhymes all the time, the Sheik of Babylon. Horse riding, the swordsman. Drugs in your eyes, drugs on your face, drugs in your hair, drugs to the taste. Golden spirals, mathematics, omnipresence, ionic. There's a reason why people like to get high when the darkness kisses you. Lucifer, bring the light. Medea the sorceress, bartending at the lounge, getting the concoctions right, mixing up something special for you. Tiki bar voodoo, Vampira coming through, making Doritos out of fools. Cora, Nemesis, Explorer.
Fantastic. That time we didn't show him the teleporter. I wasn't supposed to say anything. All right, people, let's get to some loveliness. I can't stand this. Is enough of the. Let's look at some gorgeousness, right? Now, you just saw a real Christing there. No person who calls themselves Christed, no Christian, right, should be able to continue their ignorance. Everybody should know what Christing is. Everybody. I would love to sit down with any of these monists. If you were out there calling yourself by the name Christian, I would love to sit down with you for as much time as you want just to talk about Christing. There is so much Christing we have. Tonight we got Christing on the glands for the sake of turning a woman into a wolf. Ow. There's got to be something gorgeous about that. You know what I mean? There's got to be. Oh, God. Imagine, people, if you just thought for a minute, what if you lived in a world where men were just fancy applicators? Yeah. What if things were back in balance? Oh, God. What if we recognized the mind of Lady Babylon? Lady Mystery. Oh, God, give us the wolf cry. Did you know Aphrodite loves those wolves? Did you know that? Oh, right. Why is that? Do you know who the Lucina is? Lucina, that sounds like Dracina. And I know Dracina is the dragoness. That's a title for somebody in a mystery. Oh, fantastic. So is Lucina. Did we bring in Purple Aphrodite tonight? Where is her name in Greek? It's in one of these first ones. Yes, you can show the wolf. Fantastic, people. Who are we with? We're with the wolf. The black wolf. Does any of this sound reasonable? Was it sex magic that we were talking about when we found the Spanish fly in the Satyricon? Oh, God. And they put it on and off they go. They even found the stuff in Spain. They found the stuff in Spain in people's hair, dude. Oh, God. offerings. Love it. People, this is all. Go ahead and show that one. We'll just go down the list. People, why is this? What is this all for? What is this all for? It's for her pleasure. For her pleasure. Did you not get that? Is that the message that you didn't get in this trip in life? Right? It's for her pleasure. Give me the next one. Did you know how else are we going to get the chorus? Yeah, it was a little one like that. Yeah. People, making them howl. Next one. Making them howl. Next one. Yeah, that one. Just do that. People, here's your hypochrist, in case you were wondering that I was making that up. Now, whenever you get together with somebody who claims to be able to read the Greek, they're not going to know any of these compounds, right? Because they never read it. Right? They don't actually read it. Do you see all the tricks of the trade there are to telling right away that somebody either does or doesn't actually read ancient Greek? Do you see? Right? I'm giving it all away, people. I'm showing you. Why does Kip run so fast? Because he knew. He knew, dog. I started talking with him about what he's actually read in Greek. And he couldn't take it. That was it. Boom. No, that's it. Right? I'm out. That's what they all do. Take a pass. Then you know what? Don't talk about those texts anymore. You've lost your right to do so. When you walk away claiming to be a karate champion and walk away, you know what you do? You abdicate. You no longer wear a belt. Fantastic. But that's what happens when you punch up, dude. Right? Give me the text, please. Next one. We got to show some people gorgeousness. They come here for what's beautiful, right? We start out with some oniony, garlicky appetizers, right? But we move on to the goods. Give me this, right? People, to smear under or on, to besmear, to anoint. How fantastic. To paint another's face under the eyes, right? Right? Do you know what was really popular in antiquity? Ladies, look at the steamy all around them, their eyes, right? All this blackening. You can call it blackening. Right? It's a part of the cosmetics. And what you wear around your eyes, ladies, is who you are. Do you understand? What the hell did I mean? Oh my God. Did you not learn this? Look, people are not learning. What's wrong? Men, what's wrong? 70%, 80% of you. What the hell is wrong? Look into the eyes. That's a wonderful. Go ahead and put your pick up with that blackening around the eyes. People, that is the darkening which allows your brightness to enter the world. What am I talking about, Martha? I'm talking about your ops. I'm talking about your expression, your gaze. I'm talking about that beam that goes from your face, Martha, right to George. And when it reaches George, it goes boop down his spinal cord and hits him on his balanon. The darkness is the background of the light. The duality is one together. The world is not a linear monism. Oh, God. What are these people? Seriously? These people are on some serious drugs, people. Right? College of Druggery. Do they have majors in that? They don't have majors in Magas. I want a major in MAGA. Right? What is your name? You want a major? Give me the next one. They need to see some beauty. They're right there at the top. They need to see it. I feel it. Give me, oh yeah, give me a couple of those. Those are nice. People, what is this I brought for you? Next one. This is the one we looked at with the ladies. Give me the next one. Sorry. No, I don't know why I put it in there twice, Julie. That's my doing. People, what is this Eklusen? This is our release. Ladies, this is what you can achieve. And this is not merely something physical. For those of you naughty people who thought it was just physical, it's not. Do you understand? It's musical. It's musical and it's pharmaceutical. It's medicinal. They're not going to want to come back. That's the problem. That's the problem. Okay, give it to me. What am I not supposed to do? I think it's these things. Next one. There. People. Students tonight, make no mistake. This says, Chrion, Christing, ten balanon, the gland's penis. This is a literal connection between the act of Christing and the hoo-ha. Christing my hoo-ha is an act of bringing out purple Aphrodite. Oh, wait a minute. All those hamartoloi. Oh, what were they doing with Mary? People, you're looking at Mary Magdalene. You're looking at the Maga. You're looking at Christing. And this is what they don't want you to see because their world will crumble. You are looking into the face of their demise. The monists of all types will fall when she comes back. Oh, God. Do you understand, those of you with ears to hear? Do you understand what must be done? Of course you do, right? You were initiated. Satanic initiation. You didn't think I was... People write, they write to me all the time about how the initiation worked. Yes, people. Yes. Oh, God. Do you know the power source that plugs everybody in? It's the Greek. Mother Greek. Oh, give me the next one. I want some more beauty. Just a couple more beauties, people. Just enjoy these ups and downs. Like, you know, we've been to the wave and now we're going to take a little dip and then we're going to come up again. Maybe catch a second wave. There's nothing wrong, right? Nobody wants to howl who hasn't at least been through a few waves. Balanos, an acorn. Look, it's in the Odyssey. You got acorns in the Odyssey. Isn't that nice? Ooh, Dioscorides is in there, people. Right? If it's at all medicinal, it's going to be in Dioscorides, right? Oh, look at this. We got barnacles. You can talk about the barnacles, right? That's a good way to describe them, I guess, right? Because do they look like people? Do barnacles look like the gland's penis, right? Do they look like that? Probably. I've never seen a barnacle up close, but I imagine it has something to do with the shape. Anyway, this is what you Christ. This is what you Christ. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. This is what you Christ. This is what you Christ, people. Look at it. Nobody's going to show you this but me. Why? Why? Because, you know, why not? Right? Right? Come on, don't you? You guys love this stuff. Who put their comments up there? It's time they bend the knee to me. Oh, now tell me, satanic congregation, how can you feel my whip? I'm going to whip you some, and I want you to scream for Chewy, and Chewy will bring the screaming. Oh, who could feel that one? Oh, God, I'm going to try to give these out. You say, okay, right? I'm looking at somebody right now. Short hair, about 5'4". Oh, right on the buttocks. Oh, right there again. Oh, right. Isn't it funny? Somebody somewhere is jumping around. You know what I mean? Oh, God, don't you love it? Look, there's somebody asleep. Nope. There's certain things we don't do, Almond. Give me the reaction, people, please. I love it. Does anybody else want? Maybe I should not flog. Fantastic. Put him up there. Look at that. That's goat. Fantastic. You're right. You're damn straight. That's goat. People, if I told you whipping was part of the mystery, would it surprise you? Right? If everybody came over and I was like, we're going to have a mystery party, would anybody be surprised if I pulled out a flog or a flail or something with which to cause you intense pain? Do you want to see the mysteries? Go look in the houses where they painted them all. Dude, they're beating each other up nude. Right? Just like the descriptions. Lupercalia, people. All the teenage boys get naked and run through the town. Yay, with whips. Oh, God. And if you're of the age, you go out there and you let them whip you, because they only whip you if, they're interested. Right? Why? Why would they do that? Because they're bringing out your howl. They're bringing you the release. Please, it's the least they can do. These are the traditions of the people. This is the very planting of purple Aphrodite throughout the world. You didn't know Rome's mother was purple Aphrodite, did you? Did you know the ecumenic connection? No, you didn't. Despite the fact that Julius Caesar hung Medea's portrait in the temple of Venus Genetrix, you still didn't fucking pick it up. You sound like a bunch of stupid Templars. What's that? Here, this is for Templar. We need to whip a Templar. How long did you have? You lazy assholes. You don't do anything right. Templars. You give them one thing to do. One thing. Devil hates them. They're terrible. Give me the next bit of Greek for us to really chomp into. Oh, there's a good one. Let's see. Okay, people, look at this. Who is this? This is Orbasius. This is another doctor, people. Look, and who does this guy know? This guy knows Julian, the apostate. They're buddies. You know what joins them? It's their fucking love of Greek. Their love of the sources. And what does Orbasius talk about there in yellow? Christing your genitals. Christing your genitals. What are some of the things they're Christing with, people? Look at the end of the first line. Narcissus. Wait, what? Narcissus? That thing is, we call it narcissus for a reason, because it numbs pain. Huh? People, what are you doing to your idoia, to your genitalia? Are you narcotizing them? Are you narcotizing your genitalia? I didn't know I had to do it. Did I have an option somewhere along the way? Could I talk to a doctor? What happens? The level of sophistication, not just in the Greek, but in the science that they're employing, is off the charts. It's off the charts. So to hear people make stupid statements about Greek literature who've never seen any of these texts, it really makes me mad. And this guy who's writing this is one of the last pagans to try to defend the oracle. Do you understand me? Oh, God. This is history, people. This man's friend, Julian the Apostate, was killed by a monist, a fucking traitor. All right. I get so passionate when it comes to the history. Right, Mr. Rogers would be proud. I think he thinks I'm special. Mr. Rogers thinks I'm special, but he never, ever did what Elvis did and said he touched me, right? He touched me. Do people like that gospel song? Oh, he touched me, and oh, the joy. Right? Give it to me. Next. People, feast on this. I'm about to show you a couple of things that are going to blow your mind thinking about the technology. What kind of drugs are we employing? Drugs that are able to rip your soul from your body. Wait, they said what? Take it down. Drugs that are able to rip your soul from your body. These are medicines that are able to remove your soul. Okay, now I'm starting to think maybe they had something going on. People, I told you a way to take drugs in the past, in antiquity, that they used, a method that they used of painting drugs onto thorns and pricking the flesh. I told you they were doing that. I'm going to show you a text that says they're doing that. You didn't know it. You didn't even know there was a release. Did anybody know there was a release? Ladies, did you know there was a release, a universal release of your spirit of purple Aphrodite? Did you know there's a way for you to open up a portal to the beyond? Yeah. Yes. Fantastic. You bring out the wolf. Right? Does anybody want to howl? Do you not want to? If you don't want to howl, then what are you doing? Right? It's like why be alive? If I found out I could release my inner wolf, don't you think I would do that? No, I'm an audience. I'm a spectator. I have to watch it happen. Maybe as I can do what a poet would do. Maybe I can report that image. Maybe I can paint that image, capture that image for you. But as a dude, that's the best I go. Do you understand why the poet is the poet? Because the poet loves the muse. What do you want to see? You want to see her release her voice. When you say it that way, it sounds like you're making sex sacred. Yes, you get it. Welcome to Christing. Now, do you know why Jesus wanted Mary to eat his seed? It's in the text. Oh God. There's so many points Almond has brought up that it would take somebody forever. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So just shut up. These texts belong to us. Love it. Give me one. Let's do one more. I don't want to draw people out too long. I know people that you don't mind. Oh, look at this one. People, any fans of Mandrake? I just caught this in a section of one of the medical authors. No, I don't remember who it was that was using this one actually. But we were talking about Mandrake, and it was brought up that this thing can be Christed, right? And there it is, the Christ there, and you've got to realize when you read in the Septuagint, the thing they call the Old Testament or the Torah, when you read there that somebody is buying somebody else's dude with some drugs, and you're like, wait a minute, these are the patriarchs? Yeah, remember, they're lifestyle, they're traffickers, right? You trade your husband and what he's valuable for, which is his insemination, right? You trade that for the drugs. But what are the drugs? The drugs are drugs that are used in religious rites that are sexual. Interesting. Interesting. You never knew that those heroes that you had, all those patriarchs, you never knew that they were sex freaks, did you? You never knew that they were practicing religions that were sexual. No, you didn't know that. Why do you think they were selling young boys and girls? Have you seen the ancient market for selling young girls and young boys? What did you think they were doing with them? This is Epstein-orama. There's a reason Jesus is saying, I'm not a lace-days, when he's arrested in a public park with a naked kid. And people are saying he's Christing. You're only going to Christ with a naked kid with a bandage on his hoo-ha for, very specific reasons. Did you think nobody would figure this out? Did you think this would just lie there and nobody would ever turn the rock over? Seriously? This is the sloppiest, shoddiest bullshit. Your church theology is crap. Your history is crap. And you have lied long enough that now we own it. And your texts show what you really are. Your dude was arrested in a public park with a naked kid. Give me another one. Let's have a couple just to slow things down. I love it. Let's see what that is. Oh, people. Remember, we discovered it here, but what am I showing you? What am I uncovering? I told you it's the right. This is the Bacchic satanic chorus. The Bacchic satanic chorus. You have watched. Did they get to see all the movies? Oh, okay, well, we'll have to see that one too. Why don't you bring that one's up? Perfectly pertinent right now. The Bacchic satanic chorus, people. All right, what do the mean ads do? Do you know why we run if we're men when we see a group of women like this? Any idea? Gents, multiply this lady, right? Multiply her until she's about 20 to 30, okay? And you just happen to walk up on her with your fishing buddy, right? Guess what? If you're young and handsome, you're in good shape. But if you're not, you're doomed. You're doomed, and you can't outrun her. Do you think? Look, people, the tremendous strength that she has, it's unhuman. Do you understand me? This woman's soul has been separated from her mind. And how have we achieved that? We've achieved that because she has become possessed by the God. This is the Bacchic satanic chorus. Welcome. Now, men, if you don't shit your pants, you should, because they're going to kill you, most of you. Do you want the release? Do you know what this woman does after she's done this for a week up in the tops of the mountains? Do you know what she does? She comes back and she takes up her normal existence with her boring, stupid husband. Why? How can she do that? Because she's received the release. She may even be a slave. This woman that you're looking at, she may be a slave. It doesn't matter. She's still going to kill you and achieve her release. If you're lucky, you'll just get assaulted sexually, drugged, and beaten and left, if you're lucky. Now, do you want to worship Bacchus or don't you? It's your choice. But either way, she's getting released. She's coming out. And you're going to hear her voice. You're going to hear the voice of her howling. Ah, God, don't you love the tech people? This is the sexiest mystery going. This is that anomia. Oh, love it. I think that's it, Chewy. What's the last one? Here, show me the last one. Wait, oh, here. People, look, just in case you don't want to leave out any parts of your body that are getting covered with a Christing, right? Right? Just Christ your whole body. That's what this says. Christ your whole body. Like purple Aphrodite that you keep showing. Right? Christ. That's what that says, people. Do you understand? You're going to Christ your entire body. In this process, we're going to bring out your wolf. We're going to give you release. Isn't that fantastic? Men, look, you finally have something to do. Fantastic. Give me the next one. People, I want you just to read the blue. We're almost done here. Yep, I'll look at it. Yep. Look, people, we're talking about the powers of the drugs and their ability to overcome those poisons produced by the animals, right? And what else? The thanasimaton pharmakon, the death inducers of the drugs. You see, we understand death induction is the entry into the mystery. If you want to be born again, how do you think that was going to happen? We got to kill you first, stupid. Do you get it? We've got to kill you to make you be born again, right? This is not doctrine. This is not walking around with dogma. These are real Christers. These are real Christers using real Christs in ceremonies that are sexual. That's why our students are all under 20, right? Why did you think we had teenage students in antiquity? Why did you think Jesus is with a naked kid in a public park? He's not going to get that way if he doesn't walk around with a bunch of students, underage students. It'd be like Epstein walking around with all his young girls that he gives out to people who like to wear crowns. I say down with tyrants, don't you? I think that's an American thing. Down with tyrants. Give me the last one. Yep. Yeah, go ahead. Put him up there, right? Let them eat steak. Look, people, look what you've done. You've elected your king. You've elected your king who has taken the food out of your mouths and plastered his palace with gold. Where's the statue? It's coming. Where's the Colossus? It's coming. Give me the next. Nero is here, people. Nero is here. What is this? This is Anacreon. Now, I'm going to throw you a dessert, people, because I'm going to show you something tonight that I do myself. Right? I do myself as I am reading. Do you know what I'm doing as I'm reading? I'm learning more and more. This particular text use of specific vocabulary. And I notice in this text that there is a lot of overlap with Paul. There is great overlap of idea. Sometimes people will use certain authors, and those authors in antiquity will rub off on them. And you will be able to smell that author on that person. For example, who does Paul quote? Right? Paul quotes Medea through the philosopher. So what do you know? He must read. That must be what he reads. His vocabulary is very much like anacreonic boy love poetry. Do we have any drugs? Remember the thorn in Paul's flesh? It's in the text tonight, talking about the use of the thorn for the administration of the drugs. Okay? When Paul says he has a thorn in his flesh, did you even know what that meant? What did people say? It's always something symbolic, right? No, dude, that's how he's going to the third heaven. I saw those things wiped out. The heavens. It was amazing. People, do you know how much music is in that? There is a connection between music and creation that is mind-boggling, that these Greeks somehow figured out. And I don't mean Greeks ethnically. I mean these people who used Mother Greek. Oh, God. Because their ethnicity doesn't matter, right? Oh, God. No, it didn't. It didn't. Give me the next. I want to give us the finale. We were building up to this, right? Look at the Onox, right? Owanox is what that is, but we're using the meter. Who are we talking about? Look at the end. Eros. Eros. And what else? Those dog-eyed nymphs. Those dog-eyed nymphs. Now, wait, bring that back up. It's not ringing. Something's wrong, people. Yeah, there we go. God, I'm gonna blame it on my vision. Kuanoppides. I'm sorry, that's not dog. That's cyanic, dark blue. Okay, dark blue-eyed nymphs. Dark blue-eyed nymphs. And who is there with them? Look on the line. Oh, look on the line underneath it. And people, look who enters the stage. Third line. Porphyre te Aphrodite. Porphyric Aphrodite. Does anybody know what porphyric Aphrodite has on her cestus? Does anybody know what she's got? She's got a barb on her bikini bottom. She can take that thing off and swing that barb. And what's it going to hit you with? It's going to hit you with purple. And what's going to happen when you get hit by her purple? Guess what? You're going to end up with Odysseus on the beach crying and sore. You're going to get used as the tool that you were meant to be. You want your purpose as a man. Down tan your testicles. Go stand before Aphrodite and bring the wolf. Ah, purple Aphrodite. Yes, Chewy. Oh, we did. We did. It's the right here. People, bring that one up. We'll go on in the poem. We'll go on in this poem, this Greek lyric beauty. No, next one. Or whatever. We go on and we go to the Scythian potion. People, look at the third line. What are we drinking? We're drinking that Scythian potion. It's mixed with wine, people. And what are we going to do? Look at the second line. Kalal etoi. All right. What is that? It is the hallelujah. What do we have? We have a crashing hallelujah. What is it that the woman brings when she brings the howling of the wolf? She brings the hallelujah. the hallelujah is. Before anybody ever came along and lied and said, this is Hebrew. It is the shout of the woman in war, the shout of victory. Do you see what the wolf brings? Do you see what the wolf brings? All of this through the mystery. Now, if you want to spy on them, go ahead. But if they catch you, they will kill you. And you know what? No law or custom from any little polis, right? None of these little places will make a law against these women. Because first of all, how would you enforce that anyway? Read the Bacchae. That's what happens when you try to enforce laws against that wolf. Oh, where is that wolf? Bring her out. Oh, bring her out. That's the Lucina, people. That's the Lucina. Purple Aphrodite. Where did she go? Is this Scythian? This is Scythian Aphrodite. Oh, people, you gotta love this stuff. Now, notice that I said Scythian. And what do we Scythians know? We know the star. We follow the star. We are the Magoi. Do you get it? All right. All right. Skutha. Skutha. Her name is Skutha. Fumigations, people, with the star are the way to Aphrodite. Right? And you say, oh, I knew it. I knew those revelers. I knew those ladies were on something. I knew they were. Well, guess what? It turns out it's a concrete, physical, actual plant. People, this is your history. This is the beauty that is there for us to be able to say, wow, no amount of theology can ever touch what's actually there. Love the history. People, thank you for coming. Now, I know that we only had one episode this week, right? And that's because we have some things going on that are not bad. It's just going to require our attention all next week. And as soon as we can get back to you, we will. Right? When do you think that'll be, Chewy? We may be able to do a Monday night show, depending on how much we get. Yeah, depending on how much work. If people are interested, we may be able to do it Monday. But we're going to have some up and down time here. And people, I want you to know, all of my students who are out there and who are continuing to work, keep it up. Remember, you do it consistently, right? Work yourself out consistently. Make it a part of the routine. For my students who want to do one-on-one with me, advising and direction and that kind of thing, give me through my MO, and my MO will be completed according to the powers that be in February. We have a date of February, right? February. So that's what I'm pouring my heart and soul into right now. And it is revealing what is, people, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Did Satanic Congregation get to play a part in tonight? Did you allow them? People, it's very important to me that we keep our good, three-way going here. Communication, three ways, right? Like the Hecadic 3 ways, the intersection of the 3, right? That's what I'm talking about. Part 1 of the 3 is your voice. So I have been reading everything. I'm still reading all my email. I want people to know that I'm getting a large variety of some very interesting email that, wow, teaches me more than anything. Fantastic. I find it instructional to sit down and read your email. Right? It's fantastic. Turning up the heat. Right. Thank you for coming, Satanic Congregation. Please continue your curiosity. Please continue your path of liberation. And if you happen to find any of those ladies, can I see that movie part one more time? I love the monadic chorus that you've got. Yeah, I love. Oh, yeah, right. When you see them coming, you know they're hyped up, right? You know that something's going to happen. Now, I know you're not going to want to run when you first see them. You're not going to want to run. You're going to be like, wow, this is fantastic. What happens when you take this chorus and you take them out of the forest and you put them onto the stage? That's what you get in Athens. This is the origin of the chorus, people. It's with these women. Let's welcome the wolves. Thank you for coming tonight. It's my pleasure and my honor. Hail Satan.
Drugs in your eyes, drugs on your face, drugs in your hair, drugs to the taste. Golden spirals, mathematics, omnipresence, ionic. There's a reason why people like to get high when the darkness kisses you. Lucifer, bring the light. Medea the sorceress, bartending at the lounge, getting the concoctions right, mixing up something special for you. Tiki bar voodoo, Vampira coming through, making Doritos out of fools. Cora, nemesis, explorer.